What's up, guys? How are you all doing? I believe everyone here is doing great. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I scan through my watch list to watch out for pair that I trade in every new week and how I analyze during the week and all that. So today, I'm just only going to show you how I search for the pairs that I trade, pairs that have potentials of what I really want to look out for, what I wait for before I enter my trade. So I'm going to show you exactly how I get all those pairs that I used to trade and drop on my Telegram channel. So let's get to work, guys. Let me show you how this is done. So here you can see I'm on Bitcoin, but this Bitcoin I have a sell here, but I've already started playing out. I didn't take it because I took a loss on ETH USD earlier. There's the way it is in Bitcoin move. So I just took a loss and I just bent on the Bitcoin sell, not taking risking like over trading. So I just leave Bitcoin. So I just go with taking that loss yesterday. So now you can see that I have an analyzed pair on AUD card on AUD SDD, which I did on my last video and I dropped here. So GPJPY, so I have a sell here that I'm still watching out for. So how do I use to come up with all the setup and how do I look for pairs that I trade? You can see I trade this pair today and yeah, you don't see it on my next dropped analyze pair the next week. So what the first thing that I do is I just have to come into my watch list like this to select some pairs. When I go to my watch list, I just need to select some pairs. So let's start with card CHF. Let's see what card CHF had for us here. So I'm going to remove every drawing that I have here because you can see most pairs on my watch list. I'm always on them. I'm always busy with the pairs on my watch list. I have more than 20 pairs, and last week I think I analyzed all the 20 pairs, and many of them have alarm set on them, which I'm still going through them. You can see I have few here that have almost about five or so that is analyzed there that I'm watching out for. So first thing that I have to do is first of all, when I come to the 1 hour, I have to first of all look for my algo structure. And here I'm seeing an algo at the downside for a buy. And this guy, can we identify this guy as a algo? I'm not think this guy is nice for me. So to me, I'm not going to consider this guy as an algo. No, I'm not going to consider this guy as an algo. So let me slip out from this guy and just no need to stress myself here. I will just move to the next pair. I don't need to look at a chart and see that this thing is confusing. It's something that I don't understand. It's something that I don't know, and I'll still be there. I just need to move to the next and look for what really suits what I'm trading. So let's use GPAUD on this now. So GPAUD, you can see a plain chart here. So going there, I'm just going to look for my algo here, and I can see algo for a buy, and this guy is not really an algo because liquidity is far. So this two is not also correct. Let's take a deep look. I think we have something above here. Okay, see an algo here. So I'm just going to mark out my algo here, and I like say this guy is algo because it's very close to the high that swept it. It's very close. So my very close to my stop loss as well. It's nice. And I'm going to use my Fibonacci to also identify if this liquidity is correct. And yes, the liquidity is sitting at the 50%. Now I'm going to move to taking the higher time frame um, Fibonacci level to know if it really aligns with what I'm watching out for. So when I zoom in now, I'm going to see what you can see here. You can see this high. You cannot use this low anymore because it has been taken out by this guy, this push to the downside. So to me, I'm going to consider using this low here as my next low to fib to the next high. So if I'm using this low, I'm going to fib from here to here. And you can see the market just is currently at a discount zone. But fibbing to the up, you can see that my zone is at the premium zone. Where I'm looking at to sell from is at the premium zone, making it make a little bit of sense. And then you need to watch out the trend of the market. You can see market has been buying, 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 and it got here and it started selling off to this place. But where was this sell coming from? where was this sell coming from? So you have to go to the higher time frame to know what's really pushing this market to the downside. To know if you're going to watch out for this premium zone sell, which is already correct already with your Fibonacci to let you know that yeah, you're going to look out for a sell here. So what do you have to do now? You have to go to the higher, more higher time frame. Let me say the daily time frame and zoom in. Oh, sorry, I have a little bit of scatter. So on the daily time frame, what can you see? You can see this high is still being respected, and this low is the low that is being respected. So if you have to fib again from there, no need to fib. Just you check where the zone was coming from. This is probably from a supply zone. Market is coming from a supply zone above here. You can see swap this liquidity and tap into this supply zone, and you can see it's selling off, making this thing make more sense for us to drop to sell this market more. And because if you're going to fib again, you can see that this place is on the premium, but you're not going to do that because with your clear. Let me just do it so it doesn't look any complicated. So from here, the high to the low. This is our discount. This 50%, this is the downside is discount and the up is the premium. So market is currently at the premium, and there's a good liquidity sweep for this market to start selling from here. You can see the drop. So we want to follow what the market is currently doing. So we have to follow the trend of the current market here. So coming back to the 4 hour. Yeah, I know that markets, if you're watching market like this, it's kind of going to the upside, but is it do we need to continue pushing market to the upside or try to identify premium or discount where it's supposed to be where market needs to be bought, where you need to look for more opportunity to buy and sell? I think it's making more sense that way than just following the trend going up without even identifying the market has crossed the discount zone into the premium to look for sales. So now to me, I'm starting to look for sell on GPAUD, and you can see how I spot this trade now. Very pretty easy. Just wait for the setup and you're good. I'm not here to analyze, but here you see I've already got a trade trying to show you how I look for my the way I trade. You see how easy that was. So this sell, I'm watching out for it. And if you watch closely here, you can see that this low was being taken out by this low. And let's take a deep look. Yeah, from here you can see this high was being respected. Yeah, this high was respected to this down, and it was respected and it pushed to the downside. I couldn't take it out, and it come back, and the next high was also respected and it pushed to the downside, taking out this low and this low, making more sense to also sell because now at the premium zone having an algo structure there, and this is making more sense. Take this trade, and with a A-shaped liquidity form, your your liquidity is sitting at the 50% of your Fibonacci, making more sense. 50% of your Fibonacci. So you don't need to trade out from this other block to sell down here. You just need to wait for this market to come to this place and you sell. Though some people trade other block um, they make money. Everybody make money in the market. So you just need to look for your edge and know what you're really doing and master your craft and keep doing it. Okay. So this is just what I trade and you see how I got this trade. So let's take a look at another pair. I'm going to set an alarm. I got this trade now. I don't need to mess it up. So I'm going to set an alarm here. And let's go to the next pair. I think we should check at what pair should we watch out for. You need to guys tell me the next pair you want me to analyze so that you see how I do it. It's on the comment section. So now I'm going to go to Euro GBP. Euro GBP, Euro GBP, Euro GBP. I'm going to remove all these guys. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. I love to start from the 1 hour. Then why I used to stay at the 1 hour, I want to find my algo at the 1 hour so that I don't get to the trade the more higher time frame, like trading from a daily time frame and holding trade for a very long time. But I feel like when I use 1 hour to analyze, this is the lowest I go to catch my algo structure. When I use the 1 hour to analyze, I get to use 4 hour daily to take my Fibonacci level, and I'm okay with those time frames. Sometimes I go to the weekly. It just depend on what I want to do and what I'm seeing on the market, okay. But what I range in my set, my analysis and how I catch my trade is 1 hour, 4 hour daily. Mostly, sometimes I go to weekly if I need to. So yeah, I want to look for something here, and I think I'm seeing an angle down here for a buy. You see the way it is easy for me to spot an algo here because I've took my time to master this algo and I can spot it very easy. So this is my next algo I can see here. And if you flip from the Fibonacci, you can see that this liquidity here is a V-shaped. Yeah, I'm going to say it's a V-shaped because it's a multiple candle together that formed it. It was not just a two drop. I can see it's a multiple candle. So if you flip from this low to this high, your Fibonacci is sitting at the 50%, and your liquidity is sitting at the 50% of your Fibonacci, making it more valid. But that alone doesn't make you just jump into this trade to buy because if the trade is not coming from a discount or premium, if it's not coming from a discount, then trust me, you're going to be wiped out on the trade before you can even see an expansion on the market. So what do you have to do? You have to go to the 4-hour time frame and at the 4-hour time frame, you can see the market is buying to this upside, and this high has been taken out, making that we're not going to use this high as our Fibonacci level to identify if this market is at the premium or discount zone. So we have to zoom more. Let's take a more deep zoom. I think I'm saying this guy is going to be respected. Let's take daily. Let's take daily. Let's take daily. Hmm. Daily time frame, so we should take from this low to here. So I'm going to use the daily for my Fibonacci level. So if I flip from this top to here, you can see that market is at my discount zone. Remember, this is my discount zone, and up here is my premium. And remember, the premium we want to sell, discount we want to buy. So this is my premium and this is my discount. And you can see market have not crossed this 50%, showing us here that market is on the premium zone we need to look for sell. It's still currently at the discount. And where do we spot that buy? I think it's at the discount, right? So now our Fibonacci have already identified that market is at the discount zone. So we have to come down to the next 4 hour zoom in, take a zoom, take a zoom. Yeah. Yeah, this trade is nice. You can see that market is bearish from here. You can see how this guy aligned. You can see the bearish push to the upside, low be respected, high has been taken out, just like that. You can see this move like this. You see high, low, high has been taken out, low. Just like that, you can see how the market has been moving. So you can say that yeah, this trade is correct. We have to look for the buys of Euro GPP. I'm surprised how I'm getting on this trade. Just trying to show you how I picture trade pairs that I works, bro. That's nice. So next thing that I do, I just put my stop loss level. This is where I always stop loss need to be this low need to be respected and what now? So I've placed the fib and all that. So we can see that this market is also in our discount zone. So we have another analyzed pair on Euro GPP. Making sense, bro. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel. I drop my setups there. Most of the times I drop the setup that I trade most of the time there. So click on the link on my bio on this YouTube to join my Telegram channel. Why you subscribe, like this video, comment, tell me with the next pair you want me to analyze. We are here to study, we are here to learn and grow together. Tell me the next pair you want me to analyze and drop it for you here, guys. So stay tuned with me here. So let's take another pair, last one. So, guys, last one, but wait, I'm gonna set an alarm because I'm coming back to this pair. I'm coming back to this pair. Sorry, guys. Should we try AUD/USD? I think I've analyzed that guy already. So let's oh no. Let's see. I've got an analysis here. I don't want to clear it out. Okay, this was last week, guys. This was a trade that I caught last week. Let me just show you this and see how all these things is really aligned and making sense. So you see this trade I caught it last week, and you can see I did one to you probably want to two, not probably want to two like this. That's why I did on the trade and I was out. And okay, I think I should remove all this and no need to remove it. From here, like this is how market was. So from here, you can see I have an algo here that I marked out. Let me take out all these things and do it again. So you can see there was an algo here that I marked out, an algo here that I marked out, just like this. So my system is malfunctioning, don't blame me. So this is an algo that I marked out, and this was my low that I was expecting to be respected. And where is my liquidity? This was my liquidity here. It was sitting at the 50%, though this is type 3. Type 3 algo structure. This is type 3, but I do take type 3 when I have a nice one and where price is coming from. If it's a switch trade, I'm going to take it. So trading like this alone doesn't benefit me. It's something that I'm not gonna do. I also use confirmation entry. Even after using my Fibonacci, I also use confirmation and execute market instead of setting buy limit or sell limit. Okay. So now let's go to the higher time frame and verify if this market is at a discount or premium zone. So taking a zoom. Uh, okay, this is our low, this is our high. I think we're gonna use this current place because they'll be respected. So from this low to this high to this high. What can you see here? Price came into our discount zone and I bought. Price came into my discount zone and I bought. This 50% is the way this separate your premium and discount zone. This is your 50% to always watch out for where market is. So you can see that my zone was inside the discount zone. The zone that I marked out was inside the discount zone. And market is currently coming from a discount zone. You can see this low here was coming from a discount zone that pushed into this 50% and it came down into the discount again. So I still want to buy it up to like at least take out this high before I can even say, okay, let me start looking out for a sell from this zone. But you can see this sharp buy that I took here that I'm trying to show you at the discount zone. So coming back to the 1 hour, you can use your Fibonacci just like I use in other pairs. You can use your Fibonacci like this. Just fib from the low to the high that was being taken out. You can see that, oh shit, my system is malfunctioning. I'll just drop it here. You can see that it's sitting at the 50% there and very close to your entry. So you just set your limit order or use your confirmation entry if you are used to confirmation entry and execute your trade. Just set your trade like this. Respect the low. There is always on red that you see I always put on my charts, even on my telegram if you are on my telegram. Just like this and target 1 to 2. I did 1 to 2 on this trade and I was out. I made money last week from this pair and I was out. You can see how simple that was. You can see, and I didn't just trade like this alone. Like I didn't just trade like this, even knowing that when price is at a discount, I need to buy, and when I have an algo inside a discount, I need to buy. I still need to apply confirmation entry, which I use order flow with. You can see how this market is. So I just need to apply more confluences in what I do so that when I enter a trade, I'm going to know exactly why I enter. And if I take a loss, I'm going to know that, okay, yes, this is just market and I took the loss because losses are inevitable. If you are coming to this market and expecting that you're not going to take loss, you just want to get a strategy that work 100% for you, trust me, bro, you're going to lose all your money in the market while looking for those setup. You just need to stick at something that you understand, something that you can just sit, you can come to the chart, you can just take a look and you just understand immediately, not something that will be complicated to you or something hard for you to understand. And you can see how I do mine, looking for algo structure inside my discount zone for a buy, looking for algo structure inside my premium zone to sell. Hope that is making sense, guys. So I think that will be all for today. I think I did analysis on 3 pairs here, and you see how I got two trades while trying to show you how I take my trade. So watch out for my next video, guys, and stay tuned. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget to join my Telegram channel so that you see more of the update, how I drop the setup that I take in every week. And I'm also going to do the video and drop for you here to break down how I analyze and take them. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. Peace out.